What to do, YouTube? It's your boy Shameek, man. You see me back with a new look. Hair done. What? Hair dyed. Girl went crazy. You know she did. But look, man. I got another reaction video for y'all. Savage judge lets baby killer inadvertently choose his own sentence. Now, I don't even know how this would work because I don't really be watching stuff when it comes to the judicial system. But let's go ahead and get to it.
Okay. What was the nature of your contact with Mr. McNabb?
I was evaluating him at the request of Newton Defects.
And did you have the occasion to be working on your computer down there at the jail while you were talking to him?
I did.
And at some point in time, did Mr. McNabb tell you to look up?
He did.
And when you looked, where was he at in relation to you?
He was probably an inch or two away from the glass,
Okay.
right in front of my face.
So were you separated by glass?
We were separated by glass.
And what did you see when he asked you to look?
He was wearing a turtle suit, which is something that prisoners are wearing when they're on suicide risk.
What?
And he wasn't wearing clothing under that, and he had pulled up the turtle suit and taken out his penis and was masturbating.
Bro,
And did
what?
he masturbate to completion in your presence?
What was the point of
He
this?
did.
Thank you. Those are all the questions that I have.
No question, Judge.
I got a question.
Hold on.
Can I address the court, please?
Hold on. Let's baby killer. Is that what they mean by a baby killer?
I just got one thing I want to say, and that's it.
Excuse you from
I'd like to say it in front of her since she's the one accusing me.
I'm willing to allow you to talk when your time comes.
What? What is going on?
And
This
you
man face
time
tatted
you
up
can
like
say what you
crazy.
want to. Is there any further evidence in offering of aggravation?
No, Judge.
Mr. Carter, do you have any evidence to offer in the way of mitigation?
I believe Mr. McNabb would like to address the court.
Okay, you may do so. You may stand up and address the court.
I'd just like the court to know, as well as everybody at home, since this is being broadcasted for whatever reasons, that I did have on a turtle suit and it velcros and it wasn't on properly and it didn't fit properly and the velcros were not on good because they don't stick because they've been used for so many years by so many different people, and I was not masturbating at all in front of her, period.
I
The
don't
thing
get it
fell
though.
off
What
when
is
I
going
stood up, and that
on?
was it. There was none of that. And I would have liked to have told her that since she was the one making the accusation. Since I'm pretty sure by the law states that I have a right to confront my witnesses who accuse me of doing wrong. So I felt like I wanted to say it in front of her since she was the one up here slandering me. And that's all I got to
Now,
say.
you sure you don't want to talk about the sentencing and all of that? That was the only thing you wanted to tell the court?
I mean,
I'm
I haven't heard
confused.
anything about a sentence. I was just
About the sentence sheet
commenting on that. I
for the
understand that.
charges. And I just wanted to
Okay, so they calling this man a baby killer because he was masturbating in front of a lady.
know if you had anything you wanted to say to the court.
I mean, I
prior
got a lot to
sentencing.
say. I got a lot to say, but I'm not going to be able to say half of it.
I don't know, because I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I've maintained that the whole time. I feel like there was things that were allowed to be said that should have never been allowed to be said that didn't have nothing whatsoever to do
What's the
with
history
the
behind
case
it,
and
man,
what was
though?
being said. Just because somebody has domestic abuse issues with their spouse doesn't mean that they would put their hands on their kids, which has also been pretty much proved that I've never touched my kids in any harmful manner whatsoever. I've never harmed my kids. I didn't even hear anything that said that I had done anything to her in front of the kids. So that doesn't make sense either. And, you know, just to let the record show that I don't think I ever put my hands on her in front of those kids. And I just don't feel like just because somebody has domestic issues with the female in their life that they love, that they were just able to just say, oh, he don't love you and all that stuff just in front of everybody or whatever, which doesn't matter. But I just don't understand how you find somebody guilty of doing something to a 15-day-old baby
Oh.
because there was no evidence whatsoever
There you go.
that proved anything about me putting my hands on my kids. I've never done it. I never would. I don't believe in it. I was beat as a child, and I don't agree with it at all. And I would never do it. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said. I can make a lot of comments on the trial, but I know that was just be arguing with you or talking with you. I'll ask you one simple question.
Where is the proof though?
You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole.
What?
On concealing the death of another, I sentence you to 10 years in confinement, consecutive or after. Count one. Do you understand each of your sentences?
Yes, sir.
I want to advise you that you have 30 days after today to file a notice of appeal
It'll be filed.
on this case. I'm going to instruct Mr. Carter on behalf of you to file a motion for a new trial to make sure your rights are protected.
What is
If
going
you
on?
wish to allege that Mr. Carter did not do an effective job, then we'll bring in another.
Hey, you!
What the hell?
Me! Yeah, you!
That's
Don't you wanna-
crazy. He's doing though. Oh, that's crazy. So I need to look at the background story of that because, like, what happened? Like, this man killed his baby and shit. Then he was masturbating in somebody's office. Like, what is he really doing? And he was like, what would you think you would do if somebody would you saw somebody kill a baby and stuff? He said they need to be under the jail, maximum life. He said, all right, got maximum life. Did his ass bogus. Well, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button. If y'all want y'all HOPINMODE status, all you gotta do is hit that big red button.